If you want to grow an avocado tree, it may take around 13 years to fruit, especially if you're growing from seed, but it's worth it because then you get endless amounts of guacamole. Well, if you're new here, you should know that we've been growing this avocado pit for around 1 year. And like the true scientists we are, once it grew 2 leaves, we cut the stem in half because apparently botanists think that it promotes the plant to branch out and grow faster. Okay, well let's backtrack a bit because first I gotta tell you the story and teach you how to grow the avocado plant. So first we removed the pit and we washed that excess layer of skin. We also peeled it off. Peeling off that outer layer of skin is gonna prevent the pit from molding during the growth stages. Here's where you can either insert 3 toothpicks into the pit and grow it in a glass of water, or you can do it like us and germinate the seed on a damp piece of saran wrap. I've tried with both and they're both equally as great, so it's really up to you. Let your dog sniff it. And we made sure to spritz it with water 3 times a day. Wait, I meant once every 3 days. Gotta make sure you keep the saran wrap damp and not sopping wet. And then you wait for the growth of your little tail. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks for the tail to pop out, and once it pops out, it grows really quickly and turns into this. And once those roots were dancing, it was ready for its new home. And somehow 7 months passed and it was definitely ready. So I placed it in a glass jar with water. Had to figure out a way to get it in the water without actually breaking all those roots, but I think I was pretty successful, and then it shot up like a 13-year-old boy going through puberty. And now it's a baby plant. But here's the catch. Now, plant experts say that cutting the stem in half once 2 leaves grow helps the plant to branch out and promote growth, so we tried it because we're all wondering if it's true. And after 8 months, I literally cut the stem right in half. I just love to be constantly learning with plants, no matter how hard it is to say goodbye. Plus, you guys were the ones who told me that you might need 2 avocados to yield fruit, which I didn't know, and I found out it's because growing 2 avocados together encourages cross-pollination. So technically, avocado plants are bisexual. But anyway, the plant started to grow back, and after 4 months, it looked a little something like this. And of course, I also grew another avocado without cutting the stem off so that we could compare. This is the one we cut. The leaves look almost porcelain. This is the one we did not cut. The leaves seem much weaker, and the foliage is kind of wilting, and it's not branching out as quickly as the other plant that we cut. Finally, I put them side by side and evaluated the results. The one on the right is the one that we cut, and the one on the left is the one that we left. So do you think it worked? Well, the takeaway is that cutting the stem in half once it grows 2 leaves does in fact help the plant to grow stronger and not necessarily branch out a lot more, but it just grows stronger in general. And eventually, this is what your avocado tree will grow into if you grow it indoors. So you better go get an avocado and trim your you-know-what. And just so you know, usually plants are grafted, which just means that one part of the plant is cut and replanted because growing from seed takes so many years. And apparently, it doesn't always yield fruit that is true to the seed. And now, even though some of y'all were trying to convince me you can't grow avocados true to the seeds, we're trying anyways. I just won't believe it until I see it. But hopefully soon our tree will look just like this one. But honestly, I guess you're stuck with me for 13 years. So don't forget to come back for, subscribe and come back for updates.